Yo, 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 people! What you saying? We're back and we're ready for war. I don't know about you, LB. I'm not calmed down from the weekend still. I don't know how you feeling, bro. I know we was gassed on Sunday saying that we're back in it. We're ready to fight. Are you still on the front line, bro?
I'm ready to get the RPGs, man. Yeah, Call of Duty, innit?
Yeah. We've got the green camo background, especially. These guys are going fucking undercover, mate, with this football team.
I got my green t-shirt on, bro. I'm there on the front line. Yeah, and I got the RPG UMP 45 with the silencer. Yeah, I'm about to go rush. We've got to go rush the opponents today.
Rush that fucking Arsenal trench, man.
Yeah. Now I'm feeling good, man. Obviously, it's only our third time we've ever seen City win there, isn't it, in our lifetime? Which is just
and one of them was behind closed doors, isn't it?
I know. So that is actually just so fucked, man. I can't lie. So yeah, I'm buzzing. Me, I didn't expect us to win. I don't think any City fan really believed that we were going to win there. Like, we just don't win there. So we got the W, and now it's making sure that it's not just a
flash in the pan.
A flash in the pan. Oh yeah, we'll remember it for ages, but it means nothing. Like, we've got to build on it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to win tomorrow. Like, nothing but a dub tomorrow is acceptable. We have to build on this, like, because Sunday was a historic day, man.
Yeah, man.
That's historic. Like, it's the third time ever in my life, second in front of fans. That's a historic day. I want to make sure that day is not just cast aside and be like, oh yeah, it was a good win, but it meant nothing. Like, we got. That's got to
be the springboard now, hasn't it? That's got to be the perfect springboard. If there's ever a fixture to get you fucking rolling with a bit of momentum into the end of the season, getting a win at Anfield away, bro. When we write that fixture off every single year, don't we?
I know. It's even come out. Yeah. I always write off me. Like, you obviously get a little bit like when the game comes around, you're like, come on, man. But like, realistically, if you've been watching City for a long time, you just write the game off, man. And we actually fucking won the game. Like,
when we've probably been one of our worst in the last fucking 10 years.
Exactly. That's the maddest thing. Like, we've played so much better than that at Anfield in the past and not won. And we actually won the game. Yeah, you've seen obviously what it meant to the players when we scored the second and at full time. You've seen the City fans in the away end, limbs were moving mad. And we just got to make sure. I just don't want to be sat here tomorrow night, after fucking Fulham going, oh, well, the season's over. Yeah, well, we beat Liverpool, but no, come on. Like, if we win tomorrow, and close that gap to 3 points,
I think pressure on them.
It puts pressure on it. But it's like, it's also confirmation that we can potentially build something, you know what I mean? So, listen, at the end of the day, it's up to the City players to convince us as fans that they have what it takes to go and win this league. I'm convinced the quality's there. I've been convinced the quality's there all season. Yeah, it's whether or not these boys and the manager can put these performances to put consistent, because that's what we need now. We need consistency, Bran.
Yeah.
Like, we probably need to win our next 5 matches, if we're being honest with you.
And we're more than capable of doing that as well.
Oh, yeah. Especially when you look at the fixtures as well. We're not playing like, you know what I mean? Like, we got Fulham at home, we got Newcastle at home, but we beat them all the time, and they've got a qualifier game. We got Leeds away, but we have a week off before we play them, so we go there fresh. Forest at home. Oh, no, Forest away, I think. Or is it at home? Maybe it's at home. And we got Palace at home as well. So I'm looking at these games, and I'm obviously not mad confident right now, but it's up to the players. The players have to, like, get us confident. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, like, people talk about atmosphere and that's like, oh, the fans need to do more. Like, the players
need to give us more.
The players need to give the fans something to believe in. I'm telling you, this and yesterday or Sunday was a big starting spot for me, because that is the start. But I fucking committed this year so many times behind this City team, and then they just let us down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I'm like, I've got 1 foot in, and I'm ready to jump in, and fucking get chest out and be like, yo, we're gonna fucking do this. But I refuse to jump in fully head first, because
Riot Shield's still out, bro. You're not going...
Riot Shield's still out, bro, because we've got good results this season, and then the next game we'll do something stupid and fuck it up. Yeah. So that's why tomorrow night for me is one of the biggest games of this season for Manchester City Football Club, bro. That's the facts.
Well, I'm completely with you, bro, because I've never believed in this team for the last 6-7 weeks. But what they showed me on Sunday is completely different to anything I've seen before from them so far this season. Like, I've never doubted the talent.
What specifically in it did you see on Sunday?
Bro, it's the fight and the comeback and the willingness to try and get back in a game that looked dead and buried. I've not seen that from him this year. Usually when we've faced a little bit of adversity, like say when Brighton scored, do you know what I mean? When Chelsea let Chelsea get the late equaliser, we usually crumble in second halves. People have talked about it all season. So when I saw that Szoboszlai goal go in, I thought, this is wraps, man. It's curtains. Especially at Anfield, we just don't come back from situations like this. But the players stood up, man. And that's one thing that I've been critical of them all year. Their desire sometimes I don't think has been there. And I think it was on Sunday. And I've been saying for ages, I don't think this team's capable of winning the league. But they've shown me something different now, man. So I am ready to put my 1 foot back in with you, bro, and just stick our head over the parapet.
I think for me as well, a big thing that Pep has sorted that midfield out. Yeah. Because that has been a problem of ours for ages. And, you know what I mean? It's sort
he's not just leaving one guy there now.
He's not just leaving one guy. So that's sorted. Now, that will cause other problems, and it has with the creativity. That then took a little bit of a blow, yeah? But if you can have a stable midfield and a stable defence, I back us to nick it. I back us to nick games here or there, you know what I mean? Whereas, you know, you can't nick a game when your fucking midfield is wide open. That's just not how it works. You have to do a fucking, you know, you have to score 4 goals, 3 goals to win games. And that's what's happened. You know, we've been conceding goals, 2 against United, 2 against Spurs. We concede fucking load of goals. Yeah, you can't nick games 1-0. 2-1 when your midfield's wide open. If he continues to solidify that midfield for me, that means I think we go from conceding 2 goals a game to maybe none or 1. And that means we've got a chance of nicking it because we don't have to score 3 or 4 goals a game. Do you know what I'm saying? So like if you think back to that Bodo Glimt and United game, if you disallow if you include the offside goals, I swear in that 2 games we conceded like 10 goals, isn't it?
Bro, it should have been more as well.
I swear it was like 10 goals in 2 games.
Yeah, both of those games, the opposition team could have scored 5 or 6. Who was that? Yeah. And both of those games was when Rodri was pretty much hung out to dry, innit, on his own in that midfield.
Yeah. And then people were like, he's washed. And it's like, he's not fucking washed. Pep's just leaving him on his own for some stupid fucking reason. So then against Liverpool, he sorted that out. And look how good Rodri is. And everyone's glazing him again now. So, what a surprise, man. You don't leave Rodri on his own in a match. And he's all right again. So Pep sorted that out. That's mint, yeah? Now he's got another problem because now that's created its own problem in that creativity was then an issue. Because, and we spoke about
it still was on Sunday, bro. We can't really...
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying.
We can't really forget the 80 minutes before the turnaround, really. Yeah. I know people are getting a little bit carried away. People have been calling me out saying I need to fucking apologise and all this shit. But on the whole, apart from like that Haaland chance in the first 5 minutes, there wasn't loads, was there, mate? Like, creativity.
And that's obviously because he played Marmoush and Semenyo. Simple fix, drop one of them and play Cherki.
Yeah, I think we've both agreed. We've spoke about it in the group chat today, haven't we, that those 3 guys are too similar to be playing in a front 3 together. Those are the 3 guys that you want on the end of chances. You don't want those 3 guys to be holding the ball up, taking nice first touches on the edge of the box, creating for other players. You need 2 of them, really, to be getting on the end of them. And that is why Cherki needs to play every fucking game, man. I think he should have played on Sunday, but I don't know. There's this kind of feeling around him where people kind of say he's a bit of a luxury player. I don't know whether Pep feels the same and he's not willing to trust him in these big away games. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, I don't know.
Well, you can talk about trust, but if Marmoush and Semenyo keep playing like they did, then he's going to have no choice but to put him back in anyway. I think he needs to come back in. I think when you've got that midfield of Bernardo, Rodri and Nico O'Reilly, I think it's fine to play Cherki anyway. I mean, I think it's fine to play Cherki regardless anyway. But yeah, that's the only thing he needs to sort out now, because I'm looking at the defence. I'm looking at Nunes, Diaz or Huzanov, whatever, Gueye, Ait-Nouri, midfield of obviously rotating that, but Rodri, Nico O'Reilly, Bernardo, and then a front 3 of Cherki, Haaland, and then another player. That for me is like fucking good team. That
with people to come back, so let's not forget about people like Doku who are going to end up coming back from injury as well. He was looking mint in that game before he went off injured. again, I think there's levels to go through still with this Man City team. I still don't think we've seen anywhere near what we're capable
Bro, I still don't think we played well.
I don't either, no.
I think I always say, I think we had those 3-4 games a couple of months ago when we played Liverpool, Dortmund, and Bournemouth. 3 games, I think we scored about 9 goals in 3 games, and I thought we played really well. Other than that, like, there's been the odd game here and there, don't get me wrong, but like
Never
consistency,
a run, is it? Yeah,
never a run. So the fact that we're 6 points, I think the fact we're 6 points off the top of the table is a miracle.
Yeah,
I think it's a miracle, yeah. But the miracle has been granted, and we can't just fucking like F it up now. Like, we got to go and grab it with both hands and say, listen, do we deserve to be here? Probably not. Are we here? Yeah. Should we go and take it? Yeah, let's fucking go and do it. And that's what I want to see tomorrow. I want to see that first 10 minutes tomorrow night against Fulham. If we don't fly out the traps, I'm going to be so disappointed, man.
I know.
Like, these players should be raring to go. They should be begging to play tonight, man. They should be like, come on, we got to do this. That first 10 minutes tomorrow against Fulham, yeah? I want us to go out there and put in a fucking solid performance for the full 90. But the first 10 minutes, I want us to fly out the traps, man. I want every single City fan watching that game to be like, oh, shit.
Got to get the fans up as well. Knowing that everything's going on at the moment with all the talk online about the fucking seats and the atmosphere and stuff, they need something. The fans need something. Like you said at the beginning, like, it's all right blaming them for not being loud and all stuff, but you've got to give them something to fucking shout about, man. And that can be done in the first 10 minutes of football matches. I say for away games all the time, like the Old Trafford game, bro. That game was lost in the first 10 minutes. Because their crowd got up with a few silly mistakes and errors that we were making. They had us put under pressure, under the cosh from the get-go. We need to start fucking doing that to teams, man, and just putting it on them from fucking the first whistle.
This is why I was talking about the checkpoints, bro. This is why I was talking about the checkpoints, man, on the away games. Yeah, I always think you go to a tricky ground, first 10 minutes, just get through the first 10 minutes. Yeah, don't do nothing stupid. You got to dead the crowd. Yeah, at home, it's the opposite. You need to get you need to let the fans know that, like, yo, this is going to be a serious game and you can help us here. Yeah, if you start slow, everyone's sat there going, here we fucking go again. You know what I mean? Like, to pass, not doing anything. So yeah, tomorrow night, I think it's one of the biggest games of the season because it's confirmation. It's okay, have we actually changed? Are we going to go on a run following that Liverpool win, or is it more of the same? Because we've had this a lot this year where we've had good results and then just fucked it. So
1 step forward, 2 steps back.
I need to see it, man. I need to see that. Bernardo Silva today in training, yeah, he's got to be getting to these players and saying, it's now or never, lads. Yeah, you're all at Manchester City getting paid absolute dough. You're driving around in Lambos, yeah, Ferraris, yeah, maybe fucking a couple of them got Bugattis and that. Yeah, how about we go and fucking win this Prem and show everybody tomorrow what we're about, man? Because if we don't put in a performance tomorrow, we don't get the 3 points. Like, how can anybody be positive about the rest
fucking
of the
Liverpool game's just redundant, then, isn't it?
It's redundant, bro.
We've just got that one fucking win at Anfield that we've waited all these years for the fans to see it in the flesh as well. And then you go and drop points to Fulham at home 3 days later. You're just completely ripping it away from us, man, ripping our hearts out when we've finally started to believe again. Too many times, man, this year, like, we've believed, then we've not believed. It's over, then we're fucking back in it. Like, we can't keep going on like this. It's getting too late in the season for it to be up for debate anymore. The run has to start now. And if it doesn't, then you can pretty much wave it goodbye.
I agree. Biggest game of the season.
Yeah. What are we saying about... I know we talked about, like, the upswing in Rodri's form with some new additions into the midfield around him. What are your thoughts about kind of... Are we putting all the hype on Nico O'Reilly for this difference that we've had in the last few games? Does he hold his position there for the rest of the season now that we've seen Aït-Nouri come in and put on a good few games at left back as well? Where do you stand with O'Reilly and that field situation?
I think O'Reilly's been mint in these last couple of games. I think he really started to perform in that midfield. I always say I don't think he's performed well in midfield previously when he's been given the opportunity. But these last few matches, I think he's been mega. I think, did it start when we went to Newcastle away in the cup?
Yeah, Newcastle, him and Bernardo won it in that game.
Yeah, and let me tell you something, that's probably one of the hardest places to play in midfield. Do you know what I mean? Because you're coming up against fucking Joe Linton who kicks shit out of everybody. So he held his own that night and he's just gone on from there and done well. So why change your winning formula? Why change your winning team? It's working. It's working. You know, like you're gonna have to make a few changes, obviously, to the forward line because we didn't create enough. But Nico Riley's been mint in that midfield. So yeah, I'd give him a go, man. And I'd use Nico Gonzalez as the rotator of the three. So if you are gonna start Bernardo, Rodri, and Nico O'Reilly, then Nico G's going to get plenty of minutes because they're not going to be able to start every game together. Yeah, so Nico G can come in and 60 minutes. Right, who looks more knackered today? Nico Riley, take him off. Rodri, take him off. Bernardo, take him off. And Nico G can just get 30 minutes every game just by rotating with one of them. So he'll get minutes. Nori's been mega. I thought he was great again. Since he's come back from AFCON, the guy's been top class. So, and he's a bit of a unique player in it. The way he drives forward and that and beats a man.
Really impressive Sunday. Really impressive.
Yeah, he was good, man. So yeah, I'm liking it, man. I'm liking it. I can see that. I'm starting to see the basis of something that could be good, but there's still stuff that needs sorting out. That attack needs sorting out because there's not enough creativity in it with what he did.
In these home games, then against like a Fulham, I know we're talking about Bernardo, Rodri, Nico Riley being in the midfield. Do we go down the line of just having two of them? I don't know which two or whatever, and then you stick Cherky in just in that 10 role in behind the front three, or are we sticking with having the bodies in there to kind of win the ball back and stuff? Because we've spoke a lot this year about we don't really fancy Bernardo up in those forward positions most of the time. I know that's where you stood with Bernardo most of this year anyway. So in home games especially, do you think we need the three still, or would you be trying to send Cherky in front of the two?
I'd play Cherky as one of the three forwards, but I just think that for me, in this game tomorrow, we need to dominate. We need to dominate the ball. We need to get control of the football. Now, we did that at Anfield for the first 25 minutes. So if we play it against Fulham at home, I think we'll dominate the ball. So, I'd stick with the three. I'd stick with O'Reilly, Rodri, and Bernardo.
Okay, first.
And I'd probably drop Marmoush and
for
Cherky, and then I'd probably put Semenyo on the left and put Cherky off the right,
which we've not seen a lot of, really, have we?
Nah.
I don't think I've seen enough of Semenyo off the left because I'm probably in the camp where I think it's probably his best position because I see this guy as a finisher and a shooter, rather than a dribbler and a crosser and a creator. So I kind of want him coming in onto his stronger foot, to get those shots away. I know he's good on both feet, like he's pretty proficient off both sides. But with a guy like that, I think he's much more dangerous in central areas. When he can get his shot off whenever he likes, rather than trying to get to the byline too much to cross.
Yeah, I agree. Just shooting it. That's what we bought him for, to score goals. So yeah, if you play him off the left, he's on his strong foot. But yeah, that's probably how I'd set it up tomorrow. Listen, we as much as I want us to start strong, we don't need to win the game in the first 20 minutes. Yeah, I want us to start quick and I want us to go for it and and show some enthusiasm. That's not the same as saying we need to be 3-0 up after 20 minutes. Yeah, what we need to make sure that we're doing is we need to make sure that we're the better team and we're controlling the ball and we're not getting cooked on a counter attack. Because Fulham in transition are a very, very good team. I've watched a lot of Fulham this year, yeah, and they cause a lot of problems. Look what they did to us
away. I was at the game, fucking smacked us up in that second half. On the counter attack every time.
They're very quick. They're very direct at transition. So I would just stick with a 3 for this game. Yeah, stick with it because you're probably going to play the same system against Newcastle in 2 weeks' time because they've got 3-man midfield who are mint. So you probably want to go man for man there as well. So I just want us to see a little bit of like a regular system and a regular formation because it's been chop change for ages. Yeah, we just want let's stick with something, man. And I think this is the one that you stick with. And then just, if we need to go last 30 minutes, then obviously send it. But yeah, I'd stick with a 3-man midfield, especially the way Fulham play, bro. They're way too good on transition.
They just want us sit in and try and hit us on the counter, don't they? They've got some fucking rapid.
Likely, yeah. That's probably what they want to do, innit? Facts. So yeah, that's how I'd do. I wouldn't be making too many changes, man. Well, you got to remember, yeah, there's a lot of players in this team, bro, that are new, right? They try to learn the Premier League, some of them. For those that have already played in the Premier League, they try to learn Pep Guardiola. They try to get used to their new players. They try to get used to their surroundings. They try to understand the pressure of playing for Manchester City because some of them have come in and have not had this pressure before. So it's probably going to make it a little bit easier for them if you just say, right, this is the system that we're running for the next couple of weeks. yeah, rather than saying, all right, new guy that's been here 3 weeks, this is what I want you to do today. This is what I want you to do. No, blah, 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 blah. Like, fucking stick with something, man. That's what I think you should do anyway.
I agree, man. I agree. I'd stick with it. One change maybe in the front three. We spoke about those three are too like for me in Marmoush, Haaland, and Semenyo. I think they give you a similar characteristics where they're good when they get on the end of chances, but the all-round game and involvement in the game just isn't it, are they? They're too like for like, in my opinion. So yeah, Turkey's definitely got to come in. I can see a world where we see Tajani maybe come in for one of the three midfield, just if it is a game where we're trying to attack a little bit more, because he is one of those guys that will get into the box as well. But we saw with Bernardo, with Nico O'Reilly as well, these guys have been willing to get forward as well as defend in the dangerous areas. So I agree with you, bro. I wouldn't change too much at all. What about the I know obviously Kuzanov went off with a head injury. Are we expecting to see him tomorrow, or will it be a case of just Diaz straight in? Because he wanted to carry on, didn't he, on Sunday?
Yeah, but he actually got knocked out. Did you see the picture?
Did he? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've not seen I've seen the replay of the actual collision, which looked nasty.
Nah, he was sparked out, bro. Fuller.
That's
why. Yeah.
Surely the protocol is then that he can't play.
Well, that's what I thought, but
yeah. Is it not
really available?
Have they not got like a certain amount of days on it before you're allowed to play?
That's what I thought, but I don't know. Unless he just had his eyes closed, but to me it looked like the guy was goners.
Oh, someone said Pep said he's fine.
Yeah, no, Pep did say he's fine, but I don't know if you've seen the photo, Walter. Yeah, but there's a photo of him. The guy is not the guy. Nah, you know what I mean. The lights are on, no one's home type thing. But yeah, nah, you know what? I'd stick with Huzanov, me.
Bro, if he's all right, 1,000,000%.
No, he's all right. Pep said today in the presser he's all right. Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah, bro. Then I'm with you, bro. This guy just won our fucking Player of the Month. I think he's been unbelievable, building a great relationship there with Gay as well. I think they suit each other down to the ground. So I'd be sticking with it as well. I know quite a lot of people who want to see Diaz come back in. But again, against a team that just want to hurt you in transition and on the counter-attack, he is him. He's probably the best centre-back in the world when it comes to defending against quick transitions. Yeah. The recovery pace on that guy, man, is second to none.
And you know what? It's mad, isn't it? It's like people have only started to realise just how good he is on the ball.
Do you know what? It kind of pisses me off, you know. Only for people outside of the City space, because everyone's jumping on the bandwagon now, aren't they?
Yeah. Nah, City fans,
when they've been slagging him for outside of City fans know in it. City fans know in it. But when you hear like Gary Neville now starting to turn and Carragher and stuff talking about how he's great and going on, and like every single chance you've had to put this guy down the last 12 months, you've took it. So fucking stay on that side, man. I don't want anyone jumping on Kuzanov now, but completely agree, mate. On ball, he's so underrated. I think people see an aggressive centre-back sometimes that flies into challenges, and automatically in the brain they think, right, well, he's not going to be good at the ball then. Because in people's eyes, you're either good at one or the other, innit?
They think old school defender, good at defending, shit on the ball.
Yeah, but that's not true.
They don't want to accept it, because if they accept it, they've got to have an awkward conversation. They don't want to accept that he's mint at getting stuck in, but also he's actually mega on the ball 100%. And he's rapid. They don't want to have that, because what does that mean? That means he's got all the raw fundamentals of a fucking world-class centre-back.
Exactly. I think he will be, bro. I think he will. Do you know what else he does that gets us out of trouble, LB? Do you know against the high press sometimes people will close down both the passes? He'll kind of be like stuck in a position like that. He'll just take one nice touch right in front of him, push the ball right in front of him, and just run past them into space and drives into these, so then he can get a pass away. I think he did one on Sunday where he done similar to that, shifted it onto his right foot and then pinged a beautiful pass out to Aït-Nouri on that left wing, man. And honestly, he's a joke. This guy is that good. I'm willing to say he's got all the capabilities in the world of being like the best centre back on the planet in the next 5 years. In my opinion.
You know what it is for me as well, bro. Yeah, is that I remember watching. I don't know if you watched it, but Nobbins did a video. Yeah, when we signed him. And one of the things that he said, it stuck with me, and I remember it, right? Because Diaz did the opposite the other day, when he come on. When the ball comes to him in the air and he heads it away, he doesn't just head it to nobody. He tries to fly. He tries to head it to a City player. right? Right, and I don't know if you guys clocked this. Well, next time you watch him, you'll see it, right? When the ball he tries to, not all the time, but majority of the time, he tries to head it to a City player, right? And there was, I think it was the Liverpool game. Diaz was on, yeah, and the ball come to him, it was under no pressure, and there's a City player like there, and instead
he just tries
to
win
him,
the header.
He just wins the header and just heads it straight to a Liverpool player, and I'm like, fucking hell. I'm like, bro, I don't know how to try to slander Diaz here. I'm just saying that, like, that's a massive pro of Cousinov. Like, I think Cousinov's honestly, like, could be a generational talent, man. I genuinely
21
think,
this guy is, man.
I know, mate.
Centre-back for Manchester City Football Club and getting the props that he gets. He's fucking... And for a centre-back, bro, to come in and play with that much, like, composure already, it's very rare to see, man. Centre-backs usually don't break through till, like, mid-20s when the trusted fully that they've learnt the game. Because it's one of the most important positions on the pitch, isn't it? If you fuck up at centre-back, it's goal. Do you know what I'm saying? So the fact he plays with as much composure as he does at his young age, it's scary, man. Scary.
I know. I fucking loved him ever since I seen him first time.
Get him on the fucking van, man, in his high vis and his ghillie suit. I'd follow him into battle any day of the week. He's the guy, yeah, that either like kills the whole other team, yeah, because he just rushes in there and kills them all, or he just gets killed within 10 seconds. Yeah. You know, like when you're playing Search and Destroy, and like within 10 seconds, and you whisper in his ear like, "You go in first, bro. You go in first." He fucking runs in like that head first.
He just runs in, just fucking throwing flashbangs everywhere, isn't it? It's like you can't see it. He's just fucking got his like AK-47. Then he's just got.
So funny, man. Legit true though. He body on, like, even that injury that he got, man. He's fucking throwing himself right in front of that ball when Ekatine gave that chance. I fucking love the guy. I know. Slowly but surely becoming like favourite player vibes, man.
Well, I always say, you know what I mean? Like, you go back to some of the favourite City players that we've watched. Zabaleta was up there. Why? Why was he up there? Why? Because he give everything. That guy never left the pitch without bleeding, bro. And that's going to be Huzanov, mate. Yeah, Huzanov. That's going to be Huzanov as well, man. So I think Huzanov, listen, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't try and, like, run before you can walk. So, like, just keep it simple for now. You know, I remember a couple of games ago, he tried to go on a Mad John Stones run and just ran the ball out of play. Like, just keep everything simple, because your simple is better than everybody else's best, in my opinion. Yeah. Like, that's how fucking good this guy is. And then as he gets used to the Prem, he can learn to speak the language and that, then maybe he can start flourishing a little bit. This guy just needs to chill, keep keeping it simple, doing what he's doing, and he's gonna get a lot of game time for City, man. A lot. So yeah, I'll stick with him in game. Stick with him in game. Probably put Diaz in for Salford, innit?
Yo, I've seen Big Steve piping up, so I'm gonna come to the super chats now, rapid. Because listen, it's bound to come at some point in it, the Big Earl chat after one game. But we'll address him. We'll address him, man. Big up, Steve, by the way. So people are asking me for an apology and stuff already, and people get it a little bit twisted with what I was asking out of Erling Haaland. I think LB knows where I'm coming from, because even though the sweary words that I use sometimes come across as a bit overly aggressive, my thoughts were in the right place, man. I've been wanting to see more from him over the last practically 2 months now. I need to see him more involved in games. I need to see him showing more fight. And I know it took big bollocks to step up and take that penalty yesterday. And I've given him props. I've said to him, respect, man, because after like that FA Cup final and stuff, when we went through Marmou's taking it, and you've got a question like, where's the cojones to just go and grab the game in situations like that? And he did it yesterday, especially at Anfield, where we never win and shit like that. But I still don't think the performance was amazing until that last 10 minutes. I still think he's got more to give. And I think he'll admit that he's probably still got more to give. He obviously holds himself to higher standards. So I'm not on apology road just yet, right?
Maybe tomorrow night.
Yet. But what I've asked from him, I'm more than willing to do it by the end of the year if he does turn it round, because I do expect a lot from him with the track that he's on, with the money that he's on. He's part of the captain group. Do you know what I mean? I've seen what he's capable of before, and he's not really shown that the last 2 months. So I only call it how I see it. So yeah, a couple more performances, Erling, and then you can get my apology. But for now, I can't really do it. But where are you with him, LB? Obviously, there was chat about him potentially not even starting on Sunday, especially after we've seen the performance from Marmoush and Semenyo in that Newcastle game. Has he done enough for you to earn your full trust back yet, or what do you reckon?
Well, I said I would have started him with Marmoush, which he did. And he stepped up. He got the assist and he got the goal. Yeah. And he probably should have had a third goal, to be honest, because I think Cherky should have passed that ball, really, if I'm being honest with you. So he should have had the third.
Yeah.
I still think he looks fucking knackered, me.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, bro. I tweeted in the game, I said, this guy needs to start eating carbs, man. When I watch his YouTube video, yeah, and he goes to the farm, bro, he's got the steaks, he's got the milk. Yeah. Bro, where's the rice? Where's the pasta? I'm being serious, by the way. I'm not joking around because I think he looks knackered. And even on Sunday, I thought he looks tired. Now I know he plays a lot of football matches, yes, obviously that's part of it. But like, I don't know if someone needs to check this guy's diet and say, stop eating tomahawks, mate. Yeah, start eating some rice and pasta. I'm genuinely not joking. I'm being serious, man, because obviously I don't know what he eats every day, yeah. But they say
you'd like to think there's some carbs in his.
Bro, I don't know, but I'm just telling you. Every time I watch his YouTube video, man, he's going to that farm. He's eating steaks and raw milk. So
he needs to get on the Mares pasta, bro. Telling you,
he needs to get on the Riyadh pasta, man. That's what he needs to do, man. You listen to City need to sort him out. But now I just think he looks. I think he looks fucking knackered still.
Play him then tomorrow and then bring him out.
Yeah, so there's a couple of players that I basically say, give me one more game and then go on holiday. Haaland, give me one more game tomorrow, then you can go on holiday for 5 days. Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Donnarumma maybe, maybe Nunes, maybe Nico O'Reilly. Yeah, a lot of players have played a lot of minutes this season. Yeah, give me one more game tomorrow. Give me one more game and then go on holiday for 5 days and come back next week ready for the Newcastle
game. Did you say Foden then, by the way? Because he needs a fucking... I'd send him on a big long holiday as well.
No, Foden's not played.
Yeah, I know, but I think there's something wrong like at the moment.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull this up, bro, yeah? Because my mate sent me a picture yesterday, right? And it might explain why Foden just looks fucked, bro. It's a mad stat, and I don't think it's like...
I've seen this because Sky did a segment on Bernardo Silva's running stats, and he was second on like all the running stats in the Premier League, innit? And Foden's top of the Premier League.
That's the clip that I'm talking. That's the thing I'm talking about.
Like kilometers per 90 or something, innit? Foden's top, and is it the most presses? The most presses in the Premier League per 90 as well, I think.
Yeah, I've got it here, bro. I'm going to put it up on screen. Right, let me share screen. Share screen. WhatsApp image. Right, see that thing at the bottom there?
Yeah, man.
Right, click that, yeah?
Here we go.
So, check this chat, yeah? Premier League distance covered per 90 minutes, minimum 800 minutes. This is every single Premier League player this season that's played 800 minutes or more. Yeah, distance covered. Foden.
Yeah.
I think
people don't really see that as like the main side of his game either, do they?
But I think this might be one of the reasons why he's dropped off. I don't think I know what he was doing it and he was doing it all right, but if this is going to take away from Foden's game, I think Pep might have to find a different way of utilizing him in the team, because for me, when I'm watching Foden at the moment, again, he just doesn't look anywhere near it. And obviously, it's great that he's running and that, and he's giving effort for the team, and I love that. Big up to him. But I don't think that's good for the long term for Phil Foden or for Manchester City, because he looks fucking knackered. I said to my mate when he sent me that, I said, "Oh my god!" I said that explains it. He looks slow when he's on the pitch. So obviously, I wouldn't send him on holiday because he didn't play at the weekend, and I think he's had a couple of games, but. I don't know, man. I feel like we need to try and get Foden into a position where he's not doing as much.
I don't think he's made for this deeper role, mate. I know people have it looked all right at the start of the year, but when obviously fixtures rack up and stuff like that, Foden will always be the best in those forward areas, man. Just off that right hand side, cutting in on his left foot, getting shots away. He's another guy that's better when he's on the end of chances. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't see him as like an amazing creator. I know he can do it, but I still want him on the end of passes, do you know, rather than being the guy putting the passes in.
Yeah, pull it up again.
Go on.
Do you think this could be one of the reasons why we fall off and go shit in the second half? Because for me, right, this tells me, yeah, there's a couple of ways you can read this, yeah, but it tells you, oh, you got a team that works hard on that, big up. But it also tells me that, have you got a team that's a little bit chaotic? Because if you're controlling football matches, yeah,
you shouldn't be running that much.
You shouldn't be running that much. So, you know, if Foden's running 9 kilometers a game, so's Bernardo, so's Rodri, so's Reinders, so's Nico.
Like, a lot of that's probably fucking tracking back in transition, isn't it?
Well, this is what I'm saying.
Which
so then
we don't want.
If we're saying that basically, right, what if every City fan wants to know that, why the fuck we keep going shit in the second half? Is this part of the problem that because we're not controlling games as much as we used to, the game's end to end, bit more fucking less controlled, that our players are burning out? Maybe because I look at Foden and I think he looks burnt out. Yeah, I think Haaland looks burnt out. I think Bernardo a couple of weeks ago looked burnt out. So we need to, and this is why, so going back to what we were talking about at the start of the stream, this is why I think Pep's got to stick with what he did against Liverpool at Anfield. Yeah. Stick with the 3 players in midfield because it's less chaotic.
Yeah, I know.
Look at that first 25
minutes. You can split the running then as well, can't you? It's not
split the running, dominate, because when we was getting the ball back a lot in that first 25 minutes. Liverpool were giving us the ball back because we had so many players in the midfield.
Yeah, winning it high up, yeah.
We didn't do a lot with it, but the point is that it wasn't, we didn't lose the ball. It was like sprint all the way back to our own box, and then we get the ball back, and then we go all the way forward, and then all the way back. So this is why, for me, yeah, in my opinion, Pep's got to stick with this system. I thought that tactics, yeah, that he did on Sunday was good. Yeah, I think he should have played Cherky-like, but I think the tactics that he did on Sunday was good. Get the 3 players in midfield: O'Reilly, Rodri, Bernardo. Swap Gonzalez out on the hour mark for one of them, whoever looks knackered, yeah, and try it. We need to start controlling football matches again, because this end-to-end chaotic stuff,
innit?
I don't want to see.
Run, innit?
I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this is good, yeah, because it tells me the players are working hard, but this is what Klopp's team used to do. And what did people used to say about Klopp's teams? They used to burn out.
Yeah.
They used to get to March, April, and they used to burn out. They're dead. That's why they never done trebles and that.
Do you remember speaking about it a little bit this morning with Joe in the group chat, innit? And we even said about the how we don't make teams work as much for the ball anymore, like you say, by keeping control, making them move around and run for it and press us. So do you think that could play a part into, I know it was mentioned this morning, them having more energy in second halves, and that's why they're more capable of hitting us and scoring against us as well, because it kind of is like a 50-50 like basketball game at the time, innit? And we're not just making them run around like we used to do and just keeping possession. Because a lot of the time back in the day, we used to just control the ball, make them do all the running for it, and then we're the fresher legs in the second half then. Yeah. And you don't see that anymore, do you? It's always us that look fucking dead.
It was death by 1,000 passes. Yeah. And then we just killed them off. Now it's kind of like foot nose. I don't even know what it is. But I think we can get back to that. Yeah. And I think if you was to play that 3-man midfield with Cherky, I'd be interested to see that 3-man midfield with Cherky, Foden, and Haaland, where Foden doesn't have to do as much running.
Yeah.
And he's just focused.
Foden, man.
Yeah, he needs to be up there. And he's just focused on your job is to score goals and create goals. You don't have to do as much tracking back, yeah, because obviously you've got a 3-man midfield, but that's your job. Same with Cherky. I'd be interested to see how that would work.
I hope he gets a goal there then in those forward positions, man. I don't against Salford City. I don't want to see him in the fucking 8 against Salford City. Let him go and get a couple of goals to get like his confidence up, man. Put him up near the striker. That's where he's best. That's where he had his best season for us, for Manchester City, coming off that right-hand side. So, yeah, I think to get Foden back in form, you have to play him in his best position. And I think we all agree kind of where that is. And it's just off the striker on that coming off that right-hand side, isn't it? So hopefully we can get there with him, man, because he's one of those guys that you just want to protect. He's not the usual, like, academy merchant player that people protect blindly. What he's done for the club, what he's one already. He's PFA Player of the Year, 2 PFA Young Player of the Year. We know he's capable of it. We just need to fucking get back there somehow, don't we? Right, let's just check a couple of these super chats, man, before we crack on. Ethan, let's win the Quad City till I die. Do you know what, mate? You're one guy that has never give up all this season. Probably the most positive guy I've ever seen.
Yeah, Ethan, man. Ethan's a good guy, man. He's a top blue, man.
All the time, even when I'm being negative, this guy's telling me that we're going to win the next game 7-0 and all that shit. So big up, man. Respect to you. Jean, yes, boys. Watch the game on Caribbean Cruise with a load of Arsenal and Liverpool fans. Was class. Got to fully send it now. Man up City. Big up, bro.
Oh, it's on a cruise, man.
Lucky guy.
Jealous.
I would have said before the game I'd have loved to have been there with you rather than not watching the game at Anfield. But the boys surprised us, man. Didn't expect it, and that's when the best surprises usually come. Martin, Pep Lijnders, JLB. He did this at Liverpool, hence we need engines in midfield. Do you think,
we don't have fucking engines.
He's the culprit, LB, or what? Is he the man?
No, he's not the man.
Is he the guy that's running us into the ground, or what? Who are you blaming?
No, you can't be blaming Pep Lijnders. If you're blaming Pep Lijnders, you just bottling it, saying it's Pep's fault, i.e. Pep Guardiola. You know, Pep's the manager. Guardiola.
Yeah. Lijnders ain't fucking overriding.
If it's Lijnders' fault, it's Guardiola's fault. But you just need to have chest and say you want to blame Guardiola. No, but you're right on the engines. We don't have any engines. We have no engines in the midfield. Like, you know what I mean? Nico O'Reilly, is he going to be an engine? It's too early to say. We don't really know what type of player is going to be in that midfield. But this is why an Anderson type player is crucial this summer. Crucial. Oh, as Timmy says,
what? Even a couple of weeks ago, before these last couple of games that O'Reilly's had, I thought he looked dead, man. I thought he looked absolutely shot before that Newcastle game, and I thought this midfield stint might have been the end of him, but it's actually been the making of him. He's been fucking mint. But he's another one that's played a lot of minutes, man, and for someone so young as well, you don't want him kind of like dying off before he turns 26, innit? Which is a bit of a worry of mine with Foden. We've seen it in the past before. It's not about age in this game. Sometimes it's about miles on the clock. If you've been playing first-team football from 16 years old, like he has, we saw similar with Wayne Rooney. And I'm not saying this is going to happen, and this is the reason why he's falling off. But off past experience and what I've seen in the past, people like you, Wayne Rooney's and stuff like that, they was on the way to fucking MLS by the time he was 29. Or like playing in midfield, moving back into midfield and going to Everton. So I hope it's not the same situation, but it could be a contributing factor, man. The amount of football that guy's played since he was a kid, pretty much. You got to look after these guys. Right, big up, Martin. Thanks for the super chat, my guy.
It's the same as Sterling, like you say, Sterling, bro.
Yeah, bro, Sterling.
Even if you to a lesser degree, but still probably correct. Bernardo Silva's probably gone the same way in the sense that
he can get away with it, though, I think.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, you know for a fact, that we've cut his career short by about 3 years.
More than likely, yeah. Because
he's the most played player at Manchester City in the modern era because we've spammed him out. Now, that's cool, because we've got the best out of him and that, but, like, he's only 31. Yeah, and like to be honest, like if we would have managed him a little bit better, maybe we could have extended that. But that's what happens to players when you spam him out. It's such a physical game. Yeah,
I think Bernardo can kind of get away with it because he wasn't always the quickest. He wasn't always the strongest.
Nah, but you can still tell in it that he's dropped off a little bit.
100%. Like running wise, like pace wise, and he's nowhere near it, is he? But he's obviously got the brain to kind of know how his body's working, adapt his game to doing that. Like look what he brings to that midfield now, man, that you probably wouldn't have seen off him 4 or 5 years ago. Like, he's a dog, isn't he? He's become like what practically the midfield enforcer in there when he's probably the smallest player on the pitch and probably the slowest player on the pitch. So you've got to fucking put respect on that guy's name, man. Honest to God. I cannot believe that maybe giving him the captaincy this year was the making of him as well, man. To give him that extra responsibility, to say that, like, you're the man, you've got the standards, you uphold the standards and always have done. And look at him. I think he's pretty much carried us through 2 of the most difficult months under Pep Guardiola, the last 2 months, man. Because we have really been under the cosh, haven't we, in certain games. And especially in the big moments against the big sides, it's always Bernardo that steps up. Goals against Real Madrid, goals against Manchester United, goals against Liverpool. Liverpool fan base hate Bernardo Silva with a passion because of what he's done to them in the past and how much he's rattled them. And he's just the fucking guy, man. And I can't believe the turnaround from people saying to get, mate, even people have even still been saying to get him out this year, and saying that he's shit and all that. LB, no.
Well, listen, bro. We had a bit of a we got fucking connection issues. He's done well, man. He's done, like I said, I think this game.
Or am I glazing, LB? Am I glazing?
No.
Or does he deserve it?
No, I don't think he glazed. I think Bernardo Silva has been mega, and I think he's a top player. I just think this game's for him now. I think you've got to be honest and say he's not the same Bernardo as he was 3 years ago. That's fine. Where do you want to play him then? Play him in the big games. Play him against Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, United, Real Madrid, Barca, Bayern. Yeah, play him in all those games. Like, I would play him against Fulham because it's such a big game. Yeah, and obviously Newcastle, big game as well. But then, like, when you start playing like some of the shitter teams near the bottom and that's where I don't think he should be playing. Yeah, I don't think he should be playing in those games, man. But yeah, like, I don't know, man. I actually think that there's a potential that we might have to keep him if Rodri gets off in the summer, you know.
I'd say so.
I
would 100% say so.
Yeah, I don't think we can let Rodri
lose both of them, bro. Lose both of their mentalities and experience in the midfield, bro. Then you're going into next season with, I know, don't get me wrong, we're probably going to get new faces through the door, but then you're going into next season with, Nico Riley, Nico G, and then 2 potentially new midfielders who's never played there before. And then obviously Reinders, who's only been here for 6 months as well. Like, it would be a massive loss to lose both of those characters in that midfield, man, if they both went in the summer. So I wouldn't be surprised if, it's looking increasingly like Rodri's going to go every fucking week that he doesn't sign it. Mm-hmm. So don't be surprised if Bernardo gets a little 2-2 extension, man, in the summer.
Mm. I wouldn't be surprised, especially if Rodri gets off, mate. Rodri gets off, then, yeah.
Do you think he goes this summer?
Yeah, I think he does.
Sold to Real or what?
I think he'll get back to a very high level. I think he's going to surprise a lot of people.
Do you think he will? Yeah. Do you think he'll go and fucking?
I just can't.
Because there's a lot of chatter about him, people thinking that he's slowing down and stuff like that. But I think that's just building himself back up.
He's still not fully fit. I just really still struggle, at this moment in time to come to a logical reason as to why the contract's not been signed. And every time someone gives me a reason, I just think it's ridiculous. All the reasons that have been given so far, I'm just like, that's just a stupid reason. There's no logical reason that I can think of.
Well, Pulpy says it's because he's a character and he thinks he doesn't deserve.
Unless City pulled the contract off him when he got the injury.
Maybe and said, wait. I can see the club doing that, but there's no way he will have put it on hold.
But then when's he going to be bringing it back? Like when's the contract back on the table? Surely it would be. So I don't know.
It'd have to be before the end of the fucking year, wouldn't
it? Yeah. Well, this is what I'm saying, because you can't let it get down to the last year. We need to know what we're doing. We need to know what we're doing, man.
I know. Same with Pep, man, as well. Like...
Also, Selman, where did I say I want Rodri to be gone? Use your ears, bro. Come on, get a D-wax or something, lad. I never said I wanted Rodri to go, bro. I want Rodri to stay.
I don't think any sane Man City fan would want Rodri.
I don't want Rodri to go.
The ideal scenario for any Man City fan would not be for him to go. I'm pretty sure. I think the argument was, if he's not signing the contract, I think the conversation was about, do you take the money or do you let him have another year and then him go on a free? I think that was the conversation that has probably been bouncing around. And where would you stand on that? Do you cash in, bro, or cash in and run and buy someone ready to build up straight away, a big dog, or do you let him get one more year potentially in Pep Guardiola's last year as well, one last dance between them two? What do you reckon?
It depends what he's saying, innit? It depends what he's saying. If he's saying that he wants to leave, yeah, it depends. Like if he's okay to stay, I'd just keep him. I'd let him go on a free. Yeah, but I wouldn't be holding him hostage. Yeah, if he said he wanted him to go, if he say he wants to go this summer, I'd just let him go. But you never know. You might be like, yo, I want a goal, but I'll do one more year if you want. Like, because then he gets a sign-on bonus as
He
well.
does. That probably works out better financially for him, doesn't it? Because he'll probably still get the same. Well, he'll probably get a bigger contract because they've not paid a fee for him, and he'll get the signing bonus.
Yeah, and like Miles say, Madrid probably.
That's how they
I'd
work
in
in it,
run the
Madrid.
contract down. Yeah,
that's how they work. They don't want to be paying for fucking anyone, do they? They want to
Especially
just
with
give
the
out
year
the
left
biggest
in the deal.
contracts and signing on bonuses and pay practically now. They did the same with Trent Alexander-Arnold, probably trying to do the same with Roger right now, which is sad, man, because I fucking hate them as well. And he's one of the last places I want to see Rodri. But
yeah,
you couldn't, like, for what he's done for the club, like, if it means going back to his home and shit like that and seeing...
No, exactly.
You can't hate on it, can you?
No, it's a Sane Bayern Munich thing. You can't hate on a player who wants to go back to the home country, innit? If they want to go back to the home country, like, he's won everything for us. He's never won a La Liga, which is a bit mad, really, when you think about it. Spanish guy, but won the Ballon d'Or. Like, what other Spanish player? Because there's obviously been a lot of Spanish Ballon d'Or winners over the years. What other Spanish Ballon d'Or player has not won a La Liga? Bit of a mad one, that, isn't it? Is he the only? I don't know how many. There's been a lot, though, haven't there? There's been loads.
I can't really think of any. It's been mainly. I'm trying to think of Spanish players in like the last 20. I don't think there has been.
Nah, you're gonna have to go back a long
You'd
time.
have to go well back, but I don't think there's been any Spanish winners in like the last 20. Because even in like those prime, like 2008, 2012, 2010, where they did back-to-back majors, it was always the Messi and Ronaldo era still.
Yeah, so these are all the Spanish dons. Yeah, Di Stefano, not the Luis Suarez, a different guy called Luis Suarez, played for Barcelona in the 60s. What other Spanish dons had won it? Let's have a look.
Because they'd never even won a major tourney until 2008, had they? I don't think. Like, they weren't that big time back in the day, in like the early days of football.
I think they had two. Oh, yeah, Rodri. Yeah. So they've had two previous. But Ballon d'Or only started in the 50s. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I didn't realise it started in the 50s. Yeah, so there you go then. So they've had two Spanish Ballon d'Or winners.
How many have England had?
One.
Keegan. Bobby Charlton.
Yeah. Stanley Matthews, he won the first one in it.
Oh shit, yeah.
Who was the other one then? I just seen another one then.
Keegan went back to back, I think, as well, you know. Was it Hamburg? Somewhere like that. Owen as well, yeah. Owen, 2001.
Yeah, Keegan. And then Owen, yeah.
So that's it. 3, 4.
Yeah. The others never won it. I think didn't Gerrard or something? Yeah, Gerrard come third.
I think Lampard might have got a second as well, you know.
Yeah, he got a second.
I'm sure Beckham was close in 99 as well, you know. I think he might have got a second or third.
Yeah,
you know,
Beckham
they won
got
the
a
treble.
second. Yeah, they did. Rivaldo won it that year.
Yeah. Mad, innit? What a washed country we live in, man, for football.
Bro, I'm looking at all these ballers and it's fucking depressing. Bro.
Declan Rice is in combos for a fucking Ballon d'Or like this year, bro.
I checked these names on there, yeah, from like even just like the late 90s.
We were talking about it the other day, like the Ballon d'Or list from last year to the like compared to the early 2000s. It's disgusting.
Bro,
and people say that you're a nostalgia merchant.
Nah, no, people saying this. Bro, listen to this, yeah. Zidane, Ronaldo, Rivaldo, Shevchenko, Figo, Owen, Raul, Oliver Kahn, Roberto Carlos, Nedved, Henry, Maldini, Deco, Ronaldinho, Cannavaro, Lampard, Gerrard, Kaká, Messi, Ronaldo, Xavi, Iniesta, Ribéry, Robben. Fuck. But
and now
football's not falling off.
And now
Saka.
we've got Saka and Rice and Gabriel.
Fucking hell.
This is what I'm saying. The sport is finished, bro. If Arsenal win like multiple trophies this year, it's finished. Dembele won a Ballon d'Or, mate. Fucking Dembele.
It's annoying.
I've seen that guy stink up football pitches for the last decade before he had a good year last year. Like, see people like Jorginho getting a third and people putting Declan Rice in Ballon d'Or conversations, bro. He's not a Ballon d'Or. He's a Labrador. Like, all that guy does is fucking open his legs and run around like an headless chicken. He's got a bit of a whip on him. But aside from that, he's got no ball playing ability, like facing his own goal, picking it up off a back four. And I'm telling you, if he ends up playing 6 in that Euros, in the World Cup, you'll see it as well. Because, I mean, if England get far in that and Arsenal end up winning a Champs or a Prem, bro, We could be living in a world where Declan Rice is a Ballon d'Or winner.
I know. That's actually that is just wild, isn't it? I can't lie. I like Rice, yeah, but
before a Kevin De Bruyne and people like that.
Yeah, that is insane. I can't lie. That is absolutely insane.
That'll not be sick.
Got to stop that happening, man. That can't happen, bro. It's impossible.
So, before we go, then we'll wrap it up in a second. I usually ask you when we touch base every 4 weeks or so. Are we going to win the league, LB? What does your heart tell you right now at this second? Because, bro, that Anfield game, I'm telling you now, has thrown a spanner in the works.
It's thrown a spanner in the works, man.
If we can win at Anfield, bro, we're capable of anything. So what are you saying right now?
Tomorrow for me is the day that confirms my opinion, yeah. If we win tomorrow, I'm sending it.
Right.
We've got to send it, man, if we win tomorrow. But we've had good results this season and then failed to capitalize on it.
Yeah.
In the next game. Yeah, this is it for me now. If these City players want it, show us tomorrow night. Because I'll know, I said it before, I'll know it in the first 10, 15 minutes if you want it. Because if you want it, you'll show every single City fan, on this earth, that you want it tomorrow in that first 10, 15 minutes. You'll show us by the way you play in that first 10, 15 minutes. You come out dilly-dallying on the ball, passing it there, rolling around when you get, you know what I mean? Get on with it, man.
Yeah.
We've got fucking league title to win here. So tomorrow for me is the one, innit? We win tomorrow, then I'm like, we could do something, yeah? We could do something, but I don't know, man. At the moment, I still think Arsenal are favourites. Because they're playing better than us. But
I think their asses could be going after Sunday, you know. I think they had the champagne cork half out.
That's why I think tomorrow. Yeah, no, they did. They definitely did.
That's like when you get that burst of energy and that adrenaline rush, and then it comes down again. You kind of have like a fucking adrenaline dump, man, and they might carry that through to the rest of the year.
That's why tomorrow's more important, though, bro. Because if we win tomorrow,
we've got
we
to
go
put
3 points. I'm telling you now. Nasty hate watch on Thursday night.
They could crumble, bro. If we put it on them 3 points behind, knowing that they was pretty much celebrating on Sunday after Szoboszlai scored, they could flop it, man. They could be very, very deflated right now. Arteta's got to get them up for it, innit? Give the dog a little pet and a stroke and a bone in the in the changing room and see what they can get up to. But we've seen it time and time again, bro. When these guys are put under pressure, they usually fold. I'm not saying they're going to do it this year, but the evidence is there for you. When it's happened before, they've folded every time. So it's up to us now to fucking stand in the middle of the ring, phone boxing, and just fucking swing our way to the end, man. You've got to come out fighting, innit?
It's facts, bro. That's the truth, man. And show us tomorrow night, innit? All the players now, no more excuses, man. Yeah, there's no more excuses tomorrow night. Come on. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. Right. Should we call it there? An hour in? Listen, me and LB are ready to go to war for this football team, man. We need the players to fucking get involved and get on board as well. We need the fans to get on board as well. If you go into the game tomorrow, make sure we're making some fucking noise. Get the players hyped up because there's still a fucking title to be won here. I believe. I'm not saying it's going to happen yet, but like we said, we've got 1 foot in the door. We've got our targets in the fucking scope, man. Red dot thing. So come on, come along with us. Right, big up everyone. Like I've said, hit the like and subscribe button as always, please. Thank you for getting us to 2K on Sunday. Absolutely buzzing with that. 3K soon land, hopefully. Big up to everyone sending super chats and stuff. And yeah, fight and win. You know it, people. Right, we'll catch you on the flip side. See you in a bit.